Does your bank account dictate your life? Have you ever woken up, checked your bank account, or even during the day, and your bank account dictates how you feel, dictates your mood for the rest of the day, or you're thinking about it constantly throughout the day, maybe the numbers or the lack of money or the lack of income or the anxiety and what that brings up in your chest? I remember the days I would literally live in my spreadsheet, checking my bank account, checking my budget. I had so much debt to pay. I was trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Figuring out which one I should pay off first, which one was causing me the most interest, how was I gonna do this? I was looking for other ways to earn income online. I'd done network marketing and DoorDash and watched dogs. I was constantly looking to make an extra buck because I knew my expenses, including my debt, was way more than my income. So my solution was I obviously had to get another job and make more money, but that got exhausting and overwhelming and literally so stressed out and waking up in the middle of the night with panic attacks. So when I found an automated system to be able to make an income online, and now I get to help other moms do the same. I made $2,700 last month, and I'm on my way to learning the skills and strategies to making $10,000 a month and more. So if you're interested, go ahead and comment below. Just say ready. I'll send you the Freedom Formula Blueprint, or stick around and I'll show you exactly how. But here's the truth. Your bank account does not dictate your value or your worth the same way the scale doesn't dictate your value, right? That number on the scale, the number in your bank account, the number of followers you have, right? The number of friends you have, anything. We have to really take control of our thoughts and get our power back and know that those comments, the lack of, whether it's money or rejection or somebody not reaching out to us or texting us, right? How many of you have had those thoughts before? And that just have to know that does not dictate your value and your worth, but it does take some work in order to change your mindset and renew your mind to know who you are and that none of those things dictate your life. So number one, why money dictates our emotions. So for me, I've thought about this a lot. I think it just makes me feel like I'm safe. If I know the numbers in my bank account, it makes me feel like I can control something and that I'm safe, when in reality, it's really controlling me, And it's that scarcity mindset that just leads us to anxiety and stress and comparison. Even though I make six figures, there's many people out there that have that debt mindset or that scarcity because they're overspending. A lot of times people say the more money you make, the more you spend, right? So this is really something that you have to get in control no matter where you're at in life. How many of you tried to stick to a budget before? And it's almost like that budget and the focus on what you can't have, or if you do a health plan and you decide I'm not gonna have this, right? Whatever it is. I'm not gonna have alcohol today. I'm not gonna have sugar for a certain amount of time or carbs for a certain amount of time. Once you focus on what you can't have or you can't spend money on, that makes you want it even more, right? It's almost like, watch me, and it's almost like I'm going to sabotage my goals and my wealth or my health or even relationships. And I'm gonna do what I'm not supposed to do, but watch me because I can do this. I'm in control. I'll go drive through or I'll go shopping because you feel that instant gratification, but that does not last long, right? How many of you feel like a failure because your savings account are low? When in reality, I have to look at myself and what I've done in the last couple of years. As a divorced single mom, I was paying lawyer fees, I had so much credit card debt, and I have to look back and look at all the progress and the success and the wins that I've actually had in the last few years or more to say, wow, I was literally six figures in debt, you guys. It was sad. So I have come so far. Have I been working on a goal, multiple, and did I think that I would already be at $10,000 a month income? Yes, but you know what? I have learned so much along the way, and I know I'm on the path to get there. So again, stick with me if that's something you're interested in. You can go to the link in the comments. You can comment ready. I would love to help you. There are so many moms out there that are winning with this strategy, and you guys, you can do it. We are all just moms that are on a mission for more. We just want more for our family. We don't want to wake up every day and just have that guilt and that failure and that anxiety and that stress and overwhelm. Again, even though your bank account does not dictate your life, it does, right? And we have to learn those skills and strategies to not So when you have a sense of peace and you can wake up every morning like, oh my gosh, I do have money in my bank account, but not only that, I have a business out there working for me 24/7. So I know that tomorrow morning I could wake up with another sale in my account. I could wake up with another $900 in my account. That is the beauty of this business and making an income online. Number two, there's a hidden cost in, hidden cost of letting the money control you. It definitely takes an emotional toll. The last couple years, again, I've made progress, but I have focused so much on lack. It's like that constant stress. Sometimes, how many of you have yelled at your kids because you're so stressed about money? It's back to school, right? It's August, back to school time. How many of you gone shopping and had that feeling of, oh, I need to check the bank account first because I'm not sure if I can even, go back to school shopping and buy you those supplies and that school backpack or the back to school clothes, right? Because it's like that feeling that it's literally controlling you. And there's so much shame and guilt associated with that. I mean, think of the impact on that. Maybe you're staying in a job that you hate, that you're not excited about. Maybe you're losing confidence because it's like you look in the mirror and just like, how did I get here? I just want to say, maybe you're so closed off to seeing what else is out there. I am so thankful. I saw a friend make about $10,000 a week on Facebook and I was like, what are you doing? I need to know, because I knew I wanted to do something different. I did not want to be stuck where I was in this place a year from now. So I knew I had to do something different and I was willing to look. Yes, I know I have to invest in myself. I've invested in myself for 10 years. I've hired coaches and mentors. I 100% believe in investing in yourself. And you know what? Nobody's going to give you a whole strategy for free. I do have a free blueprint. I would be happy to share that with you, but you do need to be willing to invest in yourself. So if you have a scarcity mindset, and sometimes it's just because you failed in the past. Maybe you didn't have the mentorship. Maybe you didn't have the accountability or the community. Well, I'll tell you what, the business I'm doing, digital marketing, is a proven process. Again, there's so many people winning in our community, you guys, 6-figure earners. And you just have to be willing to get out of your own way and know that the pain of where you're at is worth doing something different. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to be coachable. You do have to be consistent. And for me, I knew, again, I did not want to be in that place a year from now. I knew I had to do something different. So number three ways to take control back, right? So again, not wanting that bank account to dictate your worth, right? Your worth does not equal your net worth, right? But you might have to have daily affirmations, or again, focusing on gratitude and what you actually do have and wins. So again, rather than it's probably helpful to sit down once a month and look back at the month and be like, okay, what worked and what didn't, and adjust, right? We're not always going to hit our budget exactly. I get that. So even a year or two, I can look at my savings and net worth and it's growing. My credit card debt is going down, dwindling. I've paid off about 99% of my credit cards. I paid off 2 again this weekend. And I'm just so thrilled to focus on the wins. Sometimes a mentor of mine said, as we're paying that electric bill, we have to just thank you that we have the money. Look around our house. Look at all the things and the value of everything. Thank you for this house that covers. I mean, we're doing better than most people, right? If we have a roof over our head, we have a car, we have food on the table, we have a job, we have a stable income. I mean, let's just be grateful for what we have. Number 2, really creating emotional separation from numbers. So again, I used to check my bank accounts every single day. I'd be in my spreadsheet. And now I'm able to look less, right? I trust, okay, I've got everything covered. Me checking my bank account multiple times a day or checking the apps that tell me all the things, it's not going to change that much in a couple hours. So to just check it every few days, or maybe once a week, every Friday when you get paid, or whatever that looks like for you. And I get it, because it's a habit, right? But you've got to kind of let go and really trust the process and trust God that He's taking care of you. Because again, if I can look back, He has absolutely taken care of me, and I know He will take care of me, and He will take care of you as well. And tip 3, build a plan that gives you power. That's why we have this freedom formula blueprint and this step-by-step process. You guys, again, I had no idea. The term entrepreneur or building an online business, that was totally overwhelming to me. But now that I have people in my life. Number one, there's people that are doing it and proof. You know, I see it in our community every day. I've done it now, right? So like, again, I had a $2,700 month last month. So I know it's possible, and I am making a difference in other people's lives, right? And they're thanking me, like, so thankful that I brought this to them, you know? And I'm so thankful that my friend shared this with me, because had I not seen it, I honestly don't know where I'd be today. And I'm having fun. Like, I have a purpose and a passion to share this with other people, because I see people on their knees praying. I see comments, people that are just so over it and they don't know what else to do. And unfortunately, many people have their eyes closed and don't realize like how simple this really is. Having an online business, we're talking about an hour or two a day. We're not talking about another 40-hour a week. But if you are, again, wanting something different and can have fun and joy doing this, this has been a godsend for me. Number 4 is like reframing the question, right? Instead of like, does my bank account control my mood? How can I control my bank account and my mood, right? So you're not broken. You're just operating on a system. Like maybe your parents, maybe society, maybe teachers, maybe kids are, helped in that effort of teaching us the ways, right? How many of you heard money doesn't grow on trees? You know, we can't afford that, you know, and then we've shared that with our kids. It's like, and sometimes I know even, you know, I think sometimes my love language is like, if I buy something for my kids, they'll know I love them. So again, these are just broken, like I want to smack myself upside the head. These are just broken programming that we just have to get rid of. And that's part of the coaching I do, and part of the coaching I'm in is really helping you with your mindset. If you're ready to stop letting money control your life and really start building freedom instead, again, I've created this freedom formula blueprint. It's just a breath of fresh air, because really anybody can do this. I love that there are men out there. There's a man out there, that Daryl, that's a welder that went from homeless to making 6 figures. There's a dad out there that's 50 some years old. Tim was in corporate America for 20 some years, missed time with his kids because he was traveling all the time, and now he's making 6 figures. There's a woman in an RV that shared this, and she's 60 some, but she's making 6 figures now, because this is for anybody, you know? Like I want my teenagers, I want people to know you don't have to spend thousands of $10,000, $100,000 on college. The value in this course, seriously, the value in this course and what I'm learning in digital marketing blows every other course and college and everything out of the way. Anybody can do it. You can be a stay-at-home mom, you can be single, you can be married. Again, anybody can do this, and it's you got to get to that point where it's like, you know, life can be better. You know, life can be different. So just remember, your bank account is a number. It is not a reflection of your worth. The more you separate, you know, who you are from what you have, the more peace and power you'll create in your life. So again, comment ready below for the free blueprint, or go to the link in my description. I would love to help you with this. And if something's holding you back, if you're thinking, gosh, I really want to try this, I just don't know. What if it's one of those things? What if it doesn't work for me? If you have questions, just email me. Go to the link in the bio. It looks like this, believeindailypay.com. And this is all I market, you guys. You put your email in there. If you ever want to unsubscribe, you can do that very easily. I will not spam you, I promise. I just want to add value, and I just want to give hope to people that are on their knees praying for something and know that there's a better life, but just feel like they don't know how to get out of this rat race and off this hamster wheel. So I promise you, I'm just a normal mom, maybe like you, and I just know that I did not want to do life that way anymore. I did not want to struggle. I got tired of literally waking up in the middle of the night with panic attacks and going to the grocery store, getting your credit card declined. So I just want you to know there is a better way. And if it's not for you, that's okay. There's a couple of videos. You can watch my mentor, Michelle. She'll answer 99% of your questions. If you have any more questions, just email me. Again, I love this. We have webinars. I'll have a workshop. I have a free community. You can join us, other moms, and we're just having fun. So thank you for listening. I hope this added some value and gave you some hope. And God bless. Have a great day.